Bonjour tout le monde. In this video I'm going to show you how we use comparatives and superlatives in French. So what is a comparative? A comparative is used when we want to compare two things, to people, to ideas, to each other. And in French we use the vocabulary plus que, moins que, aussi que. Plus something que, more something than, moins que, less something than, and aussi que, as something as. So if we want to compare Marie and Louis, we could say Marie est plus grande que Louis. Marie is taller or more tall than Louis. Or we might say Louis est moins grand que Marie. Louis is less tall than Marie. So both times we're going to put the adjective grande or grand in between our plus que or moins que. The other important thing we have to note is that adjective must agree with the noun that it's describing. So in Marie's case, because she's a girl, we have to put the E. When we switch the sentence to start with Louis, we take the E away because he's a boy. But if we want to describe two things that are the same, like Lucas and Lily here, we would say Lucas est aussi grand que Lily. Lucas is as tall as Lily. Or we would say Lily est aussi grande que Lucas. Not forgetting to add that extra E because Lily is a girl. So just a reminder with comparatives. First thing is we remember that they are comparing two things, two people, two ideas, and it is important that the adjective agrees with the noun that it's describing, as would be normal when we use adjectives. Now let's have a look at some of this in practice. How would we say the following sentences? This film is more interesting than the last one. He's less sporty than his brother. She is as intelligent as her friend. And the books are more expensive than the magazines. Pause the video here if you want time to have a little think. Our answers would be: Ce film est plus intéressant que le dernier. Il est moins sportif que son frère. Elle est aussi intelligente que son amie. And les livres sont plus chers que les magazines. Just noting on intelligente and cher, we've got an agreement for feminine and for plural respectively. Now, we do have two adjectives that don't quite behave in the same way as the others when we make them into comparatives. And they're two adjectives that we use a lot. And our first one is the word for good, which is bon or bonne. And our second one is the opposite, mauvais or mauvaise. And in English we wouldn't say more good or more bad, we would say better, which in French is meilleur, or we would say worse, which is pire in French. We still need the agreements, E and S. So if we look at an example, ce restaurant est meilleur que l'autre. This restaurant is better than the other. Or we might say, ce film est pire que celui d'hier. This film is worse than the one yesterday. Let's have a look at superlatives now. What is a superlative? So a superlative is when we want to say something is the most or least of something. In French, we're going to use le, la, or les plus, the most, or le, la, or les moins, the least, plus the adjective. So, for example, the biggest, the smallest, the best, the worst. For example, we might say Marie est la plus intelligente de la classe. La plus intelligente. Marie is the most intelligent in the class. Or Paul est le plus rapide de l'équipe. Le because Paul is masculine. Or ce sont les plus intéressants. They are the most interesting. Les plus intéressants because it's plural. So all of those are the best at something. Or we might say, c'est le moins cher. It's the least expensive. O. Elle est la moins organisée de toutes. She is the least organized of all. La moins organisée for she. Or ce sont les moins motivés. They are the least motivated. With an S on motivé for plural. So again, we have our two adjectives, bon and mauvais. And when we put those into the superlative, we're going to just say le, la, les meilleurs or le, la, les pires. The best or the worst. So for example, we would say c'est le meilleur restaurant de la ville. It's the best restaurant in the town. Or we might say c'est la pire idée que j'ai entendue. It's the worst idea that I've heard.
Ma sœur est plus drôle que moi, mon frère est moins calme que toi. Papa est aussi gentil que maman et grand-père chante plus fort que le vent. Oh, dans ma famille, tout le monde est spécial. Le chien est le plus fidèle de tout le quartier. Et ma maman, oui c'est officiel, est la plus patiente que j'ai jamais trouvée. Julie est plus rapide que Lou, mais Luc est le plus cool du groupe. Emma est moins bavard que nous, mais la plus gentille de tous les coups. Oh, oh, oh. Mes amis sont vraiment incroyables. Paul est le plus marrant de la bande. Et quand on danse, c'est inégalable. On rit, on chante, on se comprend sans demande. La vie est plus belle que jamais quand on est aussi proche que ça. Ma bande est la meilleure que j'ai trouvée. Et ma famille la plus forte, oh là là. Oui, ma famille est la plus unie. Et mes amis sont les plus fous aussi. On s'aime, on rit, c'est la magie. Plus heureux que nous, non, c'est impossible ici.